Been there. Special delivery. Special delivery.
This for my niggas with special delivery. Bang your head off till it fuck up your memory.
Hey, 38 Special. Shout out to 38 Special.
Ooh, there we go.
Also, shout out to Kwame Brown, one of the worst first overall draft picks ever in the history of the league.
Lakers first?
Nope. The Wiz. With MJ. That's when MJ's first foray at being a GM, and he failed miserably.
Terrible.
Failed so bad he had to start playing again.
Like, you know what? Fuck.
But yeah, shout out to Kwame Brown, man. Kobe Bryant still hates you beyond the grave. Don't you ever forget that, man.
Ever. We gonna keep this shit real.
The funny thing is I watched this Kobe fucking interview made a month ago or something, just going through Kobe shit, because Kobe said a lot of really dope shit. But
it's really a big intellectual as far as basketball was concerned.
I mean, shit, even life. Yeah, just because a lot of that.
Spoke 2 languages.
Yeah,
grew up in Italy.
Yeah, he was a sharp dude, bro. But he was like, yeah, man. The one thing I can say is, like, people call me an asshole, and I hearted this shit in my mind. And he's like, yo, people call me an asshole. They say all this shit about me. But at the end of the day, like, all my teammates still fuck with me. I got relationships with all of my teammates. It's like, what about Kwame Brown? He's like, nah, I don't talk to him. It's like, my nigga. Can't fuck with them hoe ass niggas. I feel him. I feel you, Kobe.
Shout out Kwame Brown, man. Episode 38.
38. I didn't even know it was your number. I had to Google it. I was like, who's number 38?
A fuck nigga.
Yeah. Hey, 2 fuck niggas came up. Kwame Brown and Kurt Schilling. You know,
oh, fuck them both.
Yeah. We've been celebrating.
I know what Kwame Brown did. I'm just riding with my nigga.
We've been celebrating racists all year, so Kurt Schilling.
I thought he was light skinned. You said Kwame Brown, I Googled him. I thought Shannon Brown. The nigga who look like Chris Brown. Shout out all these niggas named Brown. What's up?
Yeah, Kwame Brown is Kwame Brown, bro. There's only one of him. He is the one and only. But yeah, this is episode 38. We're back once again. Welcome back to the podcast. I am Draft.
I am Sean-Luc Picard.
Yeah. And I guess we'll get into the countries as we usually do. Shout out to Taji. No limit exposure. No limit exposure. No limit exposure.
Just turned into a Frenchman.
Yeah. So shout out to these United States, the UK,
United States.
Iceland, Australia, Ireland, Germany, Canada, India,
I ain't had no ad-libs for these.
Russia, Finland, Costa Rica, Romania, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Sweden, Singapore, Slovakia, Puerto Rico, Ecuador, and Denmark. Yeah. So shout out to all of y'all.
Yeah, big shout out to all us international listeners. All our international listeners.
Shout out to like all the new people that popped up on the IG and shit. Got a lot of new follows.
Reach out, man.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to drop a comment. You know,
if it's funny, we'll fuck with you, man.
If not, we'll block you. No, I'm just joking. Nah, man. All friends over here, man. It's your friendly neighborhood wash guards. Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was trash as fuck. Oh my god, I hated this fucking week.
Yep.
I thought about this shit earlier today, and this is gonna be a dark one, folks. So get ready. But it's like, man, I miss when suicide wasn't cool, bro. Now it's all dope. Like it's fire now. Like everybody just blowing their brains out on Facebook and shit. I can't even do it and get a fucking newspaper blurb or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not even gonna make the news.
Yeah, it's not even gonna be nothing. I'm just gonna be dead for no reason. So I'm like, I gotta find a new way to annihilate myself.
This is how you make a mass shooter.
No. We gonna bleep that. Yeah, we bleeping
that. The Draft had a breakdown live on YouTube. You can just mark the history. You see the trend. He just continued to deteriorate as a human being.
Yeah, man. It was just it was a whole bunch of just bullshit. It's like a combination of all the things I don't like about life. Like,
all the world's ills.
Yeah. It's like the one thing is, like, I gotta stop giving my energy out, man. And I don't even give it out to people.
This nigga's a hipster. Stop giving out protect your energy.
I mean, when I say energy, I mean like my presence. Like, I shouldn't be in the presence of certain motherfuckers, like, ever. Sometimes I just be talking about it, I'm like, man, I'm doing you a favor by me sitting here, man. Like, niggas like me should know niggas like you, man. or bitches like you. You know what I'm saying? Like we should never have a conversation. Like,
Yeah, those
So-
how do we get here moments.
yeah. I definitely had a big "how did we get here" moment this week, and it's just like it's just like motherfuckers that catch me while I'm bored or some shit, and it's like
And attached lifetime commitment to
yeah,
our conversations. That should be hard. I feel like it happens more often with women than niggas. Cause I just tell a nigga, look, man.
that's a close one, man. We're going.
But I be feeling responsible, like, cause you know what I mean. You get to be friends, y'all have real conversations, and I'm just I'm gonna go out and say it person. Like I'm just if you got some shit going on or I got some shit going on, I just say it. And sometimes it puts me in a situation where people feel obligated to help, but I feel like every generation kind of has a group of people who share like a similar history. Like that's why vets are so cool.
Yeah.
Cause they can share. They have that common bond. I feel like me and my niggas got struggle. Like that's our common bond. Like
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
we share. Excuse me. Struggle stories like we do war stories.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'll get situations where I'll say some shit and somebody will have like a heart to heart with me, and it'll be like, and I appreciate it, but it'd be like, this is life. This is like what I figured everybody go through this type of shit. And if not, enlighten me to who is gonna be genuine with you and tell you what they got going on.
Yeah.
And knowing that everybody got it going on, it's just we're not gonna discuss it because it's important to keep that facade going. Like I don't have no facades, like because eventually it's gonna come to the light anyway. Like
Yeah. And I'm never gonna be one of those people like that you just find dead and like, man, he was just so happy. So like, no, man, I let breadcrumbs out, man. Like, y'all saw every
I didn't
step
leave
of the shit.
breadcrumbs. I shout out to Impulse, nigga. I loafed, nigga. I left a loaf for you niggas. I rap, nigga. All I'm telling you is my problem. This is everything going on.
I literally had a conversation with someone. It was like, man, you complain a lot. I was like, man, in the words of Joe Budden, it's probably, I say this line all the time, but you call it complaining, I call it explaining. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I do as a rapper. Like, that's what I do as a podcaster. Like, I talk about my shit, man. And like, it's not, like you said, it's not always like, woe is me. Sometimes I just need to get that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
You ask.
Never ask unless you want a real answer.
I go around certain people and I don't ask how you doing. Like
I just said,
I don't ask how you doing. It's like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, and I do it intentionally because it's like, yo, to a certain extent,
I know.
I don't want it to be a back and forth. I can't tell you what I got going on because I know it's nothing you could do or you really don't give a fuck. It's just a formality.
Yeah, and it's like also, I don't like with certain people. It's like I know you got shit going on that may not be, something you want to talk about.
I only share my problems with like people I really fuck with.
To me, sharing problems like borrowing money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same type of shit. It's like, nigga, I ain't gonna go up to no random stranger and be like, yo, let me hold $5. But some niggas do that. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't. But yeah, family and friends. I mean,
Great analogy.
Yeah, if I'm fucked up, then I'm had to go to the well, man. But I feel comfortable going to that well.
Yeah, and I think about it. It's like a hierarchy, and it's based off of experience. All my friends are people that I've known. Real shit. My friends I've known like 10 plus. And we've been going through shit. I see how you move in game time situations.
Yeah.
So if I don't have that with you, like I'm not telling you my problems for like help. Like I'm just telling you because you asked. If I choose to give that to you, otherwise I could just give you shit. Cool. Like I don't want to give people the energy like I'm a child coming home from school knowing I got bad grades and I'm just telling you I had a great day. Dude, school was great. What'd you learn? Science. Like.
Oh man, yeah.
And I'm not a liar. One of the things that I notice about people is like, you go through a lot of shit. Niggas lie to themselves before they lie to anybody else.
Man,
you get comfortable lying to niggas because you lie to yourself
every day. Yeah,
and I don't be lying to myself, so I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what kind of makes me feel alive. I kind of had like
it makes me different. This is the only thing that makes you different in the world, like, especially living in a city like Atlanta where that your outward appearance means so much. You could be homeless and fucked up, but as long as you got on the newest J's in the club, you accept it.
Take some dope pics for the gram. It's like niggas would never know. Niggas really don't know what your life is. And I'm not saying you should go out like we said with the money.
I'm not even saying like to each his own, but
whatever works for you.
Yeah, you just sometimes shit look funny in the light.
And I feel like us being them type of people, like when I'm having a conversation, they're just like, yo. everybody like sometimes that like pushes people away. I'm like, that's the point.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to push motherfuckers away.
Secret society.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be liked by everybody. Like, there's never been my goal, like, to be the most liked guy. Like, I'm not looking for that. Like, to me liking me is 1,000 times more important than anybody else liking me.
Less is more. There's plenty of us.
Yeah. Like, I'd rather
Show you
really
how to
share
do
my
it,
real
son.
emotions. Man, I'd rather share my real emotions with my real friends.
Than
And have it bottled up for a month or some shit
And at
until I
least let it
see.
be understood. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing. I'm not throwing you.
exactly.
I'm not giving you some shit you can't carry. Like,
And
why
I-
would I do that just to see you struggle with it? And we got to go through it, and I got to live through it twice now
And
because
like
I'm
you s-
sorting it out. And I want to give that opportunity to somebody who can really help or have input. And I don't even mean like you said. It's almost like coming to somebody with your problems is like, yo, can I borrow $5? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna come to somebody I know broke with my, you know what I mean, and ask them for some shit that I know they can't help with. But
And that's exactly what
But
it
we
is,
talk
bro.
about the shit because it's funny to me. Like, let me tell you how fucked up this shit was.
Yeah. It's like, I just,
It's never a cry for help. Understand that?
Yeah.
It's never complaining. It's always explaining.
Yeah, I'm just explaining it. Sometimes I just want to hear somebody's point of view. Now, like, don't look at, like, I said this shit a long time ago. I'm like, yo, a lot of situations I look at and I can laugh at them even though they happen to me because I look at it like, yo, if this wasn't me, this shit would be funny.
hilarious.
Yeah, like, this shit would be funny as fuck. Like, it's only, like, fucked up because it's
Because
happening
it's me.
to
I gotta
me.
deal
Yeah.
with the it's like you get the true life story, and it's never as entertaining as the person themselves. It's like, yo, if I'm
Yeah.
watching this on a sitcom, it's
shit would be
hilarious when that car
hilarious,
drives
yeah.
by and like splashes you
Flash
with all the
mud,
water.
yeah.
That's
You got
hilarious.
You got an all white suit on.
It's,
or some shit.
it's hilarious when you're in the car and you do it. But when you on that sidewalk,
Yeah. It's just
it's
nothing-
still
yeah.
hilarious. Just not to you.
Because sometimes you do
Was
it to
that
a
Dave
motherfucker
Chappelle?
on accident.
Dave Chappelle said, yo, the jokes are like it's always funny until it happens to you. I think it was like the Bird Revelation, the intro to the Bird
yeah.
Revelation.
That's it right there. Yeah. So, yeah, man, this week has been one of them weeks where it's just like, man, humanity, go away. Fuck, man. Like, everybody's being human around me, and I fucking hate it, man. Like,
Y'all got y'all president?
yeah. I guess we can talk about that. That did happen this week.
We can do watch moments. Let's do it in order.
Yeah. But yeah, that was pretty much my week, man. A lot of bullshit. I ain't gonna get into details, but just another drafty week, man. So shout out to me.
My week was cool, man. You do complain a lot. No, I'm playing. I'm fucking with you.
I take it.
But I can't complain. I'm trying not to. I realized even having conversations with people, being genuine about my problems, I realized like I'm not as depressed about the shit as other niggas are. Because I look at it like I know the behind the scenes. I know the backstory. I know how I got here. So when I'm dealing with shit or I'm trying to make adjustments in my life and I see people, I'm explaining it to people and I see people be like, you know what? If you ever need, it's like, I'm already taken care of. Like, and I've been in situations this week that have shown me that, like, I'm straight, bro. I mean, this shit's already taken care of.
Nah, for sure, man. I feel like that is the hallmark of having longer friendships and like good relationships. It's like, I mean,
I rely on the people you see me with on a regular basis.
Yeah. It is what it is.
In the
Like,
light, in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it just is what it is, you know. And I much rather do that than, you know, the thing about being washed, quote unquote, is like, you know, like we talked about. I think we said it on another episode. Nobody want to make friends in their 30s, so it's like
that shit look funny.
So you know, if I be real with a 30-year-old and they don't know me like the niggas that know me since I was 16, 17, it's like they don't know the, like you said, they don't know the backstory, they don't know the context. So it's just like it sounds
no
like
true
some
life to that shit.
yeah, it's just some crazy nigga rambling about all his problems and shit. When it's
And
like
you
oh,
end up in some shit with a
Yeah.
nigga that you don't really know like that. And you're like, man, why did I start fucking with this nigga?
yeah,
And you don't never want to be that nigga. So if you do meet somebody like at this stage of the game and they start doing funny shit, or it don't take but one time if you smart.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
for sure.
And the longer you understand, if I'm in a situation where we have a conversation about like, yo, I got real friends. Like I got real friends. I hate telling people, yo, I got real
I've been
friends.
saying that shit so many. I've been saying that shit for so long.
All the people I'm around are damn near like family. Like anybody, it's like 12 people that I could go to that if I really needed some shit.
Figure that shit out.
Because I got real family, you know what I mean? On both sides of the line.
Yeah.
But me and Taji went to LJ, and I thought about it this weekend just because.
That's where y'all was at?
Yeah, we went to LJ.
Thought y'all was at Stone Mountain.
Nah. Both very.
Both very racist, right?
Very racist. Boy, Trump Pence flags, Confederate flags. They had re-rock Confederate flags with the American flag, with the Confederate stripes. It was like the stars and then the Confederate cross.
The Kanye joint. No, I'm just fucking around.
Shout out Ye, man. Love you, Ye. I was just talking about you before the pod, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went to LJ. Shout out Vince. Vince gave us a stern talking to, or at least me a stern talking to. I relayed the message to Taji about going to LJ during the election. He was like, "Yo, you might want to get that shit about 14
years, like you talking
centuries."
About. Yeah.
Wait till everybody in Atlanta is really in Wakanda.
Yeah, dude. Get that shit 16 summers, nigga.
But he was like, "Bro, don't you know that's the headquarters of the Ku Klux Klan in Georgia? Why the fuck are y'all going up there now?"
Yeah.
And so I'm just joking. I'm making all these inappropriate jokes around kids and white people. Yeah, I felt so bad because I'm asking Taji on the way to another event where I probably showed my ass unnecessarily. Kids crawling on the floor. I'm like, man, get up, man, before you get all these conservative germs. I'm like, yo, am I really that abrasive? Because I feel like I pepper it in. I'm punny, bro. I see opportunity and I can't resist. Like, because life is boring. Like, Taji, I don't know if it's.
See, I actually resist the urge a lot of times.
Oh, I resist the urge, but the ones that I catch, it's like, it's up there.
I only really take advantage, and this probably makes me pussy. And anybody that says that, fuck you. I catch you in the streets, nigga. See how pussy I am.
Pussy. Shout out to me.
But I need a wingman over there. So like I can throw my real shit out there, but as long as my wingman knows what's up, just in case we gotta shoot ourselves out this motherfucker or some shit. I remember one time I was with my homegirl that will remain nameless, but we was on a train and the conductor said some shit, not conductor, whatever you call the motherfucker that runs MARTA.
Captain.
Yeah. The captain. MARTA captain. Yeah.
The MARTA marshal.
Oh shit. Captain.
The wizard. It's like Oz in that bitch.
The man behind the curtain. But he says something and it's muffled as hell. And like I hear it's like peak like train hours, so it's like 4 or 5 p.m. And I hear like it's just like white lady and her son and like it's it's a whole bunch of people on there. It's like to the point where you can barely get into the train. You know how that shit is sometimes.
So you said white lady and her son. I was like, oh yeah, they had to be on there.
Yeah.
This is like commute hours.
And I hear her say to her son, like, what did he just say? I was like, he said it's a bomb on the train. I just turned. She's like, what? I was like, nah, I'm just joking. But I just saw that fear in her eye. But I was like, yeah, I wouldn't just do that. It was just me by myself. Like I had somebody with me, so it's like, all right, well, I could just point. I just turn to her and just laugh. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just some weirdo telling people it's a bomb on the train. And
the Dane Cook moment where it's like, yo, I just want to make moments.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be a bold motherfucker to do that, and I am, but not sober. And I was sober at the time. But yeah, man.
What?
Yeah. It was after work, man.
I get it, man.
But
you was distressed. Yeah. I was already stressed out.
But where the fuck did we get here from? Oh yeah, LJ. Yeah, LJ.
But it was cool, man. We did some war shit. Let our kids pick apples.
Shout out to Taji for the dope picks.
Yeah, Taji took a lot of dope candidates. It's funny, man, running around with people who they really do something. Shit always gets done, and it looks like I saw all the congratulations and shout outs that everybody threw Taji because they were really dope picks. But it was like, man, this nigga been nice, bro. We see this shit all the time. It's regular, and I guess because we see you every once a week, you know what I mean. We just get accustomed to it, man. So
I've been flying the flag, man.
Yeah,
I've been begging
shout out No Limit Exposure, man.
I'm telling niggas to fuck with Taji for years now.
Yeah, same. But
now everybody want to hop on his dick. Nah. I'm just fucking around. Fucking around, keep hopping on his dick.
Please. Just bring the cash. Just make sure you got money when you do it.
Yeah. But
what you want to talk about, the Dave Chappelle monologue?
Wash moments. We didn't do that.
Oh, yeah. Wash moments. You want to go first?
I can. Okay. So I've been on a little Drink Champs run, man. Shout out to Nori. Because when the show first started, I was like a huge fan. And then it kind of, I felt like it kind of got a little stale. And it got a little too commercial.
It got too hectic.
And then now it feels like it's starting to come right back around to where it was before.
Yeah, I feel like somebody had a conversation with him.
Yeah, or maybe. It's like, bro, because it seems like he's gotten a little bit back.
It got
back to
right
the foul shit.
Yeah.
It got back right to the foul. Like, yeah. He ain't doing like, yeah. He asked Busta Rhymes like, yo, was you in a circle jerk with the Jacksons and shit, basically. Yeah, that's the kind of shit I need from Nori, man. Yeah. Yeah, Busta like stopped the interview and shit. I was like, my nigga Nori, man. But
and Nori, this is like, what happened? What? Those are the funniest niggas. They say some wild shit. That's why sometimes I say crazy shit, talking about being punny. Hey, I'll say some wild shit, and somebody will be like, "What?" And I'll be like, "Huh?"
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. I'm like, "Huh?
Huh?
What?" They're like, "Nothing." I know.
You didn't hear it. I didn't say it.
Exactly. But yeah, I've been watching the Drink Champ shit, and I watched the episode. Obviously, did I talk about the Jay Prince episode last week? I don't know if I did or not. Jay Prince episode was really dope, but I also watched the episode with Mike Geronimo. And honestly, I didn't know who the fuck Mike Geronimo was, man.
Managed by Irv Gotti, rapper out of Queens.
Yep.
He kind of got sidelined just because Nas came out around the same time. So, but he was really dope.
Yeah. Got joints with Jay. Everybody in the game, like very early. He was one of them dudes in New York. But anyway, I was looking at the way he was dressed, and somebody might be looking at my shirt now. Nigga, fuck you. And I was like, damn, man.
Wait for it.
Motherfucker looks like an era.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I bet kids look at me and they're like, man, he looks like an era.
Yep.
I saw like a nigga on Twitter like, yo, here come the 30-year-olds walking up when they skinny jeans and shit. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with skinny jeans? Like, but whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I beat one of them the fuck up, man. I swear to God.
I'm like, nigga, all your favorites are 30. Believe it or not, but whatever, you know, you can't. When you're a kid, you don't even know.
Shout out Reese.
30. But anyway, yeah, that's my watch moment, man. I was just looking at a nigga like, damn, he looks like Era. Then I looked at myself like, damn, man. And I looked at myself in comparison to like a...
What era are you? What would you describe your era?
I am...
Generation Hype Beast.
Yeah, Generation Hype. We're Generation Hype, for sure. Yeah. That's what I would call us. And we still moving the needle, though.
Speaking of hype...
like, we still control the needle, if you ask me.
Yeah, we still kind of got it. Like, cause everybody's trying to...
All the littles and the youngs still want to meet the Jays and the Yays and Pharrells and the world. You know, they still got to do business to them. Or the Futures, or the Thugs.
Or they babies.
Yeah.
Like, everybody want to be...
Shit, Future older than me. Doug probably my age or a little bit younger than me. Maybe a year or two, you know what I mean? So everybody's GOAT is still our age. So it's like, we still controlling the needle, you know what I mean? But it is interesting to see.
Shout out Atlanta.
Yeah, shout out to my city. But it is interesting to just look at it sometimes like, oh, damn, man. I'm an era, too. Like, I look like an era.
I think it's actually reversed. You know how era get old and shout out to us.
I feel like 90s.
Niggas that look washed up.
90s look crazy right now.
90s look crazy.
Yeah.
But I think it's almost reversed. Like, the newer eras, sitting in this space.
Or 2000s. The niggas in the 2000s look wild.
Sitting in this space, you're kind of comfortable because you're not really too much of one thing. Everybody else is trying to be too much of one thing. They either trying to be too baggy or too retro, or they're trying to be too new and too current. Like, I remember around the dark days of a boutique that will remain nameless. Like, I remember they're selling shit.
Ooh, the Migos shirts.
Ooh, damn! Shit. A couple of these Migos shirts. If you had a French Montana shirt,
shit.
If you had, I remember they were selling a lot of safety gear. You would see niggas with 3M and like highlighter yellow vest or denim with like the 3M stripe on it, like you directing traffic. It's like, I get it, man. You trying to make this is an extreme take on workwear. Like, it got wild. Just put on a Dickie suit and sit down, bro. Relax, chill out. I was gonna segue into the Supreme shit. I guess I can get in my wash moment. My wash moment was realizing that I'm a product of old school parenting. Like, and I feel like I stand out in a crowd now where everybody's trying to be so PC. Or like,
we were also born in an era, like in between eras, where like some parents, I think my parents still very old school, but then you had a lot of parents, like people that had younger parents that were still our age.
they were figuring out.
They
the
were
ins and
doing
outs.
the new psychological parenting that everybody do now and shit. Like,
the not helicopter parenting, but satellite parenting.
So how do you feel?
Yeah.
Like my parents never asked me how I felt. They still don't know.
I think I was kind of. I think I was kind of in the middle of that growing up because I remember having real conversations with my mother as a child, being in trouble or some shit, and being like, "Yo, please just beat me, yo, please. I don't want to sit here and talk anymore." But I think it has a lot to do with the way I process information now and the way I communicate. Like it did do its job, but at the time, that's a lot of the reasons why I don't hit my child. Like I wouldn't be in it. And you're right. That's a balance of the two. Because I talk to my child crazy, but like I'm not gonna put my hands on it. So I'm of course we went to LJ. I'm talking to Taji about certain things that I'm realizing about her personality. And this weekend, it was a build up of like a lot of attitude. And I'm looking at her like, all right, man. I understand you getting older, you feeling yourself, man. We can talk about certain things, but relax, nigga. Like, calm down. You already snitched on me, man. You just getting back good. Let's keep it cool. So we go to LJ, pick apples. She just moody. She want to go to the park. I'm thinking to myself, you ungrateful mother. Why the fuck? We went all the way. We crossed enemy lines to go pick apples, and they were delicious. Shout out LJ. Them apples are crazy, Taji. I had like 4 of them. Man, that shit's crazy. She ate them for breakfast. But anyway, she has to go to the park. I ended up taking my daughter to the barbershop with me. Man, they're talking about squirting. It's a gay chick in there. Named Squirt.
We in the barber shop. whoa.
She in there. The first time I ever just sat my daughter down with like a device and was like, yo, just sit down and watch this. Because I needed a lineup. This shit was going to be terrible. I felt like a savage. Shout out 21.
21.
Pussy.
Pussy.
But I take it to the barbershop. I'm having all this conversation with the barber who's cut my hair since I was like a kid. And he's just looking at my daughter like, yo, you got a strap, bro? What's good? And I'm like, we had a conversation about guns too. I was like, yeah,
every time you have a daughter, everybody always had that strap conversation. Like, what you gonna do when she have a boyfriend?
Yeah, and the boyfriend shit was just really, it was a real talk conversation because there's another guy in there who just had a daughter. And as I'm getting my lineup, he's like, we're having a conversation.
Bad boys moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But he was saying how like, I don't have to do all that extra shit. I'm just gonna tell her like, yo, she raised around real niggas. All my friends are both like mostly like with the exception of shit. All my friends got sons for real. Like all of them got sons. And
I'm a friend.
I mean, you got a daughter. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like,
nah, for sure. I be thinking about that shit all the time.
We the last ones. You know what I mean?
Nah, I think about that shit. I think about this shit all the time.
Like, you know what I mean? Everybody got sons. So when our kids play, she rough and tumble, and I have to deprogram a lot of that.
Girls are like that young.
A lot of that, yeah. But I try to deprogram a lot of that. I'm gonna cry about everything in order to get my way, just because that's not how the world works. Not because I'm trying to be a tough dad, but it gets viewed like that because
that is how the world
it's
works.
Old school parenting.
This is exactly how the world works.
This is how the world works.
We're going.
But yeah, we're gonna take a break, man. We almost at the end of this tape.
Yeah.
Anyway, get the gunshots going. Shout out America. We got a president.
Pause for applause.
Ooh, applause break. Yeah, y'all finally got y'all white savior.
Yeah, man, we finally got a white president. I've never been so excited in my life, man.
Shit crazy.
It's like, God damn, man, I've been praying for a white president. I've been praying for a white child molester to be president. We haven't had one.
I need a black woman that locks up
so long.
Black men for doing the same thing that she openly admitted she did on Breakfast Club. That shit crazy, bro.
I'm so excited, man. It's been
We got real change. We got real change.
Yeah, man. One of the greatest weeks of my life as a black man.
Black women, you did it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kamala. Shout out to Joey B.
Average Joe.
Sleepy Joe. Sleep Joe.
Sleep Joe.
Oh, but anyway, yeah. I guess half America is mad, the other half is excited. I guess I'm the 1%.
Yeah,
Finally,
nigga, we made it.
I'm finally the
crazy,
1%. Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. People are in the streets celebrating, popping champagne, doing the robot, doing the butt.
And I'm happy for y'all. I'm really happy for y'all. It's dope to see people enjoy, like Christmas. Like they felt like Christmas.
All right.
Everybody was fake, happy, and like
they
love each other.
We need some kind of ledge music. I'm about to walk on the ledge.
All right. What's lit? Do we gotta play Rakim, Know the Ledge? Is that it? We gotta go back to Juice soundtrack.
Yeah, I don't know what ledge music is, but I'm about to
It's a new genre.
I'm gonna
I need you to step back from that ledge, my friend. Mark that.
I'm gonna peek over that cliff. And we got a lot of other countries that listen to us. Have yet to have a black nation. Shout out to Africa.
Yup.
All the African countries.
Shout out to all. We finally got some Hispanic countries, man.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, I guess
That's
that's
African
it, man.
blood.
Yeah,
It's all African
the
blood.
diaspora.
Yeah. But
Why'd I say it like that? The fuck? I turned into an African.
yeah. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
They don't listen to the podcast apparently.
Well, apparently. They'll
Maybe
never hear this. But shout out to them. Maybe this is it. That's all they needed was a shout out. Them niggas don't shout us out. Fuck the Wash Gods. I'm about to get them Nigerian Air Force Ones, man. Yeah, and fuck SAS, man.
But yeah, back to the ledge. Bruh, if you got a home country, you are African, but you're definitely not black, man. And we gotta stop that. We gotta stop that. You got a place to go back to. I don't, man.
We don't. Lost tribe of Israel.
We are the only people in the world like this. Everybody else's name is linked to a place.
That's why Ancestry.com is a thing. That's
We
for
have
us. We're a
nothing.
target audience.
So don't ever compare American black people to anything else. We are our own thing.
I
So
Googled
when
my
y'all
last
say
name.
Kamala Harris is the first black president, stop fucking lying. She's not. She is a Caribbean / Indian. Yeah, Desi. Okay, cool. Let's go with that. She's a brown Asian and a Caribbean. Caribbeans are a place. Black is not a place. Let me go back to black right now. Let me take a
Shout out Amy
fucking
Winehouse.
space. Yeah, exactly. Name of the pod. Back to black.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. Let me take a spaceship to black. How the fuck do you get to black? Tell me. And every other culture that has a name for their shit, you can take a plane, a helicopter, or some shit to get back to your place. I have nowhere to go.
That's why so much mythology and such a like a rally to support black shit right now. You see shirts with melanin and shit. We're trying to find ourselves. I always tell people that black people are adolescents in like free America.
And it's not saying I don't want
We don't
help
have the
from.
same leg up.
And I'm not saying I don't. I'm not even saying that African people aren't disrespected and all the things that black people have to go through too. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is
The way you
black is
process
just
it
a
is different.
unique thing. It's just a unique thing
Yeah.
when you have nowhere to go back to. It's just unique. It's its own thing. You have to treat it as its own thing. So you can't just be throwing motherfuckers into black, man.
Aboriginal Americans.
She is not black. She's not black. Kamala Harris is not black. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep saying it. Whatever, man. This is gonna be. This
You sure
gonna,
don't fuck with black people.
she sure do lock niggas up like somebody that's not black.
That shit crazy.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, so shout out to the first Caribbean president. Vice
Eventually.
president, rather.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. First Caribbean president.
I had a conversation with my uncle
We
about.
gotta start taking bets. How long Joe got?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm sure there's got to be some dark web Vegas death pool.
This nigga's one fucking fish line planted correctly in front of a staircase. Away from
They assassinate Joe Biden, they might just need a pillow. No silencer. And they won't have to be in the room. He just had to roll over.
That just scare him.
Don't put pillows in his bed, bro. He could die.
This motherfucker just be like, boo. They'll just surprise him. Yeah, man. But shout out to Joe Biden, man. This nigga looks like shit, man. I just want to say, Joe Biden looks like shit.
This nigga Joe Biden looked
terrible.
like Benjamin Button in the beginning of the movie.
Like, Jesus Christ, nigga. Joe Liver Spots Biden, man.
Joe Varicose veins.
Joe Dalmatian, man. But yeah, man, shout out to America, man. We did it again, baby. Yeah, white men in power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to all my niggas out here popping champagne to being in charge by another white man.
Niggas dancing for white men, man. Oh,
You
my
don't
God.
fuck with us, bro. Chop said some shit. He was like, I voted for Kanye because everybody out here talking about they support everything black, but won't vote for the only black candidate.
Oh, shout out to Chop, man. Chopavelli, man. And that's why you Chopavelli.
Because every once in a while you gonna say some shit.
Yeah. Shook shot me. We know, bro.
Shout out, Chop.
But yeah, man, been a great week in politics. Great week in politics. Let's what you want to start with?
Speaking of politics and political commentary, the Dave Chappelle SNL monologue. I fucked with it.
Yeah.
I may be a fanboy because I want to hear your take on why it didn't necessarily resonate the same with you. But I fucked with it just because I like those. This was the first time I saw what comedians talk about. Like, sometimes bombing is fun, and because the people who get it really fuck with it. It really stuck, and I got it because I saw the reaction of the crowd because I know SNL's demographic. Everybody wants to hear something nice, like dainty and wrapped up with a bow. You know what I'm saying? It's got the little accoutrement. They throw a lot of parsley on the shit, and it's not like that.
Yeah, that's
like,
what SNL is.
Yeah, nigga lessons was. I'm sure he had to call it nigga lessons. Like that idea is like, damn, like you don't like it when it happened to you. The same, and that's why the narrative of Back to Politics, making the distinction between what Kamala Harris is and how she behaves, and y'all just trying to claim her is just another version of you trying to invite motherfuckers to the barbecue for nothing. Like, just because they know how to dance or they wear sneakers. Like, that shit it's a reach.
Hearing your take on it, like, kind of turned my take a little bit, but because I didn't feel like it was bad at all. The thing about me is I'm also a fanboy of Dave Chappelle, so it's like I just like to hear the nigga talk. So it's like anytime Dave Chappelle is talking, I'm like completely zoned in. I'm tuned in. Yeah, I'm
sit down at his feet.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, whatever you got to say, I just want to hear you say it, bro. Like, even if I don't agree with it, like, I just like to hear the way you explain shit. So, but at the same time, I think to me, the Dave Chappelle I like is his strength is the fact that he is so raw to me. Like, it's probably why, I guess Eddie Murphy had raw, and maybe I'm not a big Eddie Murphy fan, but maybe his shit was raw in this day. But, for me, that's what Dave Chappelle is. It's like, he's the one black guy I can look at that I feel like has a shit ton of money. And I'm like, you know what? This nigga be in the room and maybe not exactly, but he kind of thinks the way, like he'll peep the same type of shit that I see. Like he'll understand the dynamic of everything.
That one time where you become friends with a nigga when you in a party and some wild shit happen and you
y'all
look
both
around
in the air.
and y'all
It's
lock
just
eyes.
y'all two like, nigga, you see this shit? Yeah. And like he's that for like black people overall. It's like, nigga, you see this shit?
Yeah.
Like, and so
shitting all over white women. Shitting all over white women.
sometimes though, like my thing is like
he was like Bill Burr, hold my beer. But I'll show you how to shit on white women.
I thought Bill Burr shit was a little bit better. Maybe
Bill Burr shit was solid.
Maybe because I more concise, and
the Messenger was a lot better because it was the first time a white man was being able to tell a white woman, like, y'all fucking up. This is fucked up. And it's the same type of energy. Both their themes were very similar.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are trying to play victims, and it's never fun. The joke's always funny until it's on you.
Like, you might be right. The Messenger was just better. It's not that I don't want to hear it from Dave Chappelle.
And that's what I say.
It's like, nigga, we already, but some, like, that point ain't really gonna be made from us. Like, it can't really be made from us. It gotta be made.
That's why nobody was fucking with it. It was like for us. Like, if you enjoy it, that's why I fucked with the other shit that he did on.
It's like if LeBron just, like, when he dunking before the game, it's like, nigga, I know you can do this, but I want to see the other shit.
Yeah, get a ring, nigga.
Yeah. Like, Dave, LeBron. This is Dave doing slam dunk shit. Like, I feel like he was kind of on easy street. He's like, man,
but that's the dope shit. He walked into SNL and gave you some dope shit off the cuff. I talked about him like I felt like I was watching a rapper on Flex.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, I'm not mad at it. This Black Thought rapping for 10 minutes.
Yeah, or it was like a rapper's as well. Like, yeah, like
it was low key coded language. Nigga, no, white person don't understand what nigga lessons are. He tried to sum it up, but I'm sitting there like, yo, based off the reaction of the crowd, they was not fucking with it.
Yeah, but that's just the crowd. But it's, it's different with, it's that crowd is what, 100 people, especially with COVID. Like, we talking about 10 million, 20 million people or something like that, whatever SNL's viewership is. But
they not fucking with it. They not fucking with it.
Yeah, but the internet is also.
They never fuck with Dave Chappelle. They did the same shit on Rotten Tomatoes.
They say that
Netflix
though. Yeah,
specials.
but it's hard to say like people not fucking with it, because if people wasn't fucking with it, he wouldn't be on
no platform.
Yeah, they fucking with it. It's just the loudest voices in the room are very few, but they're like it's very few people, but they're always the loudest voices in the room. Rather, yeah,
exactly.
So it's like
Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Get my end zone dance on.
Yeah, man, but yeah, shout out to Dave Chappelle. It wasn't like, obviously I always loved Dave, man, and I would watch him bomb 1,000 times, like, cause I like Dave for his perspective more than his jokes. It's not always about like being the funniest motherfucker in the world. I just want to hear his fucking opinion about anything. So
it's school of thought. You want to hear the logic and the ideas. You can be crazy, just show me how you got there.
Exactly. And he's not even crazy. No. You know what I mean?
But in that situation, just because the crowd, he looked crazy. He looked crazy to, even if there are a lot of people who watch things like that and only base their opinion off reaction. And if the overall reaction was apathetic on live and then they give out bad press, a nigga just reading the highlights, it's like a person watching Sports Center and then giving you their opinion on the game.
Yeah, and I also think like that's kind of the reason why like the streaming era, it's tricky because when you throw the streaming era with social media, it becomes a thing. But also, I think like Griselda wouldn't exist if it wasn't for like people being able to have like lone opinions, and those lone opinions started just all piling up and snowballing and shit. Like, because now we're a little bit more isolated, especially now. But even just because we live on our phones and like on our own Spotify, we're not like riding around like, yo, put this CD in and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're just like, no, let me find some shit that I like.
Do you like good hip hop?
Yeah, that type of shit. Now it's like
it's a formula.
You might bump into somebody like, bro, you fuck with this, and then they be like, bro, you know about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Freddie
now
Gibbs,
it's like,
all the time.
it's like a kind of like a real connection. It's like
I hate the fact like I was telling my homegirl, Freddie Gibbs kind of on his 2 Chainz run. Like he's just getting all his features up.
Shout out to Freddie Gibbs. He just dropped 4 things with Big Sean. This shit's hard, man.
It's hard.
I like the back and forth. That shit was dope. I can tell they was
real Midwest shit.
Yeah,
sounds like they really kind of honed in a style.
Shout out Young Dolph.
What else?
What else you got? I can look it up.
R.I.P. Alex Trebek.
Oh
man.
yeah, R.I.P. Alex Trebek, man. The
that
great
shit
one.
Fucked me up. I really spent nights watching Jeopardy as a family. I was smart as fuck. If you asked Jeopardy, like I was trying to get on. If you asked Jeopardy in my household, I was the nicest nigga ever.
I was stupid as fuck, but every time I got one question right, I felt like a genius.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, yeah.
You had a brain blast.
Yeah. yeah.
Nigga, you in the living room doing end zone dances and shit.
Motherfucker, I know some
Bitch,
shit.
Yeah. Y'all stupid as fuck.
It's the $39.99 question.
For $100. What color are the blocks on this screen? Draft. Red.
Red. Nah, man, but shout out to Alex Trebek, man. One of the funniest deadpan hosts we might have ever had.
Yeah. He's
in
like the
history.
Seinfeld of game show hosts.
Game show host. Like he'd slip his shit in there, and you got to really be paying attention, like to catch his little jokes. But
Yeah, man, we lost Sean Connery.
yeah, R.I.P. Sean Connery too. You had a whole monologue about slapping bitches. And I really respected that. No, I'm just joking. I'm just fucking around, ladies.
Hey, ladies. A whole monologue.
Yeah. But he did a whole interview about how men should beat women. So
Open hand.
it might have been with Barbara Walters.
It was with Barbara Walters.
That shit was crazy. Yo. This shit wasn't even that long ago.
I saw the shit, and I was like, yo. What they didn't tell you is his wife was on the couch off camera, bro.
Whoa.
They was on vacation, bro.
Sean.
This was their honeymoon.
Sean C.
Big Bond, bro.
Big Bond. The only Bond.
Only Bond, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sean
Shout out
Connery.
Scotland, man. My namesake, bro.
The pimp hand way too strong. Oh, Sean Connery in the pimp hand. That sounds like a children's book, but not for children.
Sean Connery in the pimp hand.
It's like a big ass hand on the cover.
The sequel is The Game Don't Change. It's Sean Connery dressed like a chess piece.
Game don't change, the bitches do.
The hands just...
Yeah, but R.I.P. Sean Connery, man.
That shit crazy, bro. I don't know how we
He
got
also
there.
did a lot of good movies too, man. but-
Amazing movies, man.
Yeah,
Entrapment. What was that other shit? The Indiana Jones joint with him and Harold. What was that? Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
It was the very last one.
Finding Forrester.
A classic.
You're the man now, dog. Yeah, that was my shit, man. It made me want to read and shit. Befriend an old white person.
Oh, The Rock with Nicolas Cage.
He was on that. Yeah, he was in
played the
that.
dad.
Right? Yeah.
Who else? What else?
What else? What else we had?
Red October.
Oh, we still
Humphrey
talking
Red
about.
October.
Oh yeah. I mean, all the what was Goldfinger or some shit.
All the Bonds. That's too easy, bro. Yeah, all the good Bonds. The best Bonds. Shout out David Craig. He's got some good Bond movies, but Timothy Dalton trash. Roger Moore trash. Yeah. Average. He was the mid between like we was fucking with Pierce Brosnan just because we had Sean Connery. Like we was like, yo, he's the best since Sean Connery. All them other ones was kind of light.
Pierce is my Bond.
Really? That's generational.
Yeah.
Like GoldenEye was a video game, and he's Pierce Brosnan.
Bennett, Nene.
Shout out Sean Bean.
Bang.
But yeah, man. R.I.P. King Von.
Oh yeah. R.I.P. King Vaughn. Sorry.
I wanted to talk about the shit, but I really don't. I just want to shout him out.
We could get into the bigger discussion. This when you kind of brought it up, I thought about, and I said this before. I don't know if I've ever said it on the podcast, but I grew up. Biggie and Pac died. Nigga, the world stopped. Nigga, we had Camouflage died. That was a big thing.
Soulja Slim.
Soulja Slim's pretty big. Who the fuck is that? What was that dude's name? You know what I'm talking about? Had a song
Lil
with
Fat?
T-Pain? Nah, light skinned cat from Florida. He had braids.
I know what you're talking about.
He had a song with T-Pain. Who the fuck is that? Anyway, Lil Snoop.
Fat.
Lil Fat, Lil Snoop. The list goes on.
DJ, what was it? DJ X? Not DJ Excalibur. Shout out
yeah.
DJ Excalibur, but not
But
him.
no. DJ, yeah.
Dollar.
Yeah, Dollar.
Dollar.
Yeah,
Dollar was
not
from
DJ
Atlanta.
Dollar, but Dollar.
Dollar was from Atlanta.
Oh, he's from Atlanta. I thought he was from Florida.
Eastside nigga.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. R.I.P. Dollar. So like, I grew up in an age where we had like maybe 3 or 4 rappers die. Like when I was a kid. So now, my nephew done seen XXX, Dollar probably, Nip, Doe B, fucking what's the cat that just the Chicago, all the Chicago niggas, man. No disrespect, but it's been so many Chicago rappers die.
FBG Duck.
Even and your man's that was on the lean.
Oh, Fredo Santana.
Fredo. Yeah, so it's just a lot of people that pass, and it's just like, what is that like, man, growing up? Because like Pac dying was like a big moment for me as a kid. Like I remember where I was at when
R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
Yeah, Pop Smoke is another one. Like they had so many in their era.
And R.I.P. to the other 2 black men that were killed that night.
Yeah, because it was 3 people died that night.
I don't know where the discussion is, because the undercover cop, or not the undercover cops, the plainclothes police officers shot 2 people, and I think those were the 2 people that died. Everybody focused on King Von. What happened to that whole scenario? Like, because I know you see the camera and you see who did the shoot and you see who got the fuck out of there.
That's the thing, you know. Another watch moment is like, man, niggas do not want ones right now. You got to understand that niggas don't want the one. So if you're going to shoot the one, just know you might get shot once. Yeah.
You're going to die.
Yeah.
Niggas not going to stop.
Niggas not going to take a L.
Somebody got to die. I won't say you going to die.
Yeah. If I go, you got to go.
Die. And I tell niggas nowadays, real shit, if it's real beef, you know you got to die about it. You got to die about it.
Because that shit ain't never going to stop.
Yeah, we can't
21 was talking about that shit on the album. He's like, nigga, we going to keep spinning your block, nigga. Y'all ain't going to hang out with no hoes. Y'all ain't doing shit, nigga. Y'all ain't going to sleep, nigga. And, like, that's how young niggas is moving. Like, I ain't going to say young niggas because, like, it's been...
Niggas is moving.
Yeah.
Niggas is moving.
It's been terrorists of every era, you know what I mean?
I was telling niggas Atlanta ain't one of them cities where you can just fuck around. You can fuck around, but just know it can go left. You think of times we grew up going to clubs that would change names after a nigga got shot there. We grew up growing up around an apartment complex that had the same, like...
Apartment complex, the same
Oak Tree.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Oak Tree been Kensington Station, Kensington Manor, all these other names.
All the shits I lived on P-Dale got different names. I remember walking outside, me and Cash smoking blunts and shit, walking through the neighborhood. Nigga, we walked into a raid and shit. Like, damn, nigga, see all these fucking police, nigga, fucking kicking in some nigga door, bro.
So it shit get real.
Yeah.
And you think about how long it's been like that. We were talking about that shit in the barbershop, and I was saying how, nigga, King Von isn't an anomaly. It's always out of state niggas doing wild shit here.
So he wasn't from here?
Nah, King Von is from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
King Von from Chicago.
Oh, yeah, you did say that earlier.
The nigga he popped off on is from Savannah.
Oh, okay.
And they had beef based on another nigga. And
I saw Twitter apparently identified the killer pretty quickly.
Nigga, shout out.
Niggas is posting the picture of the dude like, yeah, this is him.
They showed him in the same video, in the same fit and shit.
Yeah.
But
same hair outline too.
Right,
that is an odd.
We gonna this probably gonna get taken the wrong way, but when you watch the video footage, it's tragic. But it's street shit.
It's shit that happens.
It looked like square business. If me and you get into a fight, and I got fire on me, I'm gonna pop the nigga. What are we talking about? I'm gonna pop the nigga. I didn't see him do no wrong.
Yeah.
And it's not like niggas picking sides, and that's cool. But this is why shit get deep.
All right. All right. 2 legends in one episode. That reminds me of. So I don't know if anybody heard the G Malone song. There's a whole backlash about it, but he had a song about the dude that supposedly killed Pop. And they just kind of told it from his side of the story. And it's like, when you hear it from that dude's side of the story, it's like, it really is just square biz. I think sometimes we like elevate celebrities and not allow them to be fuck niggas. Like, I'm not saying King Von's a fuck nigga. I don't know nothing about King Von. Honestly, didn't even know he's from Chicago. I even saw niggas posting his pictures, and I didn't know who the fuck he was. And I didn't know. I was like, yo, who is this nigga looking like Milli Vanilli and shit? I didn't know who the fuck he was. Like, no disrespect to Chicago niggas. I just didn't know who he was. I was just lost. And then I had to, like, reach. Like, I always heard the name King Von just because I listened to rap, but I had no context, and I never, like, studied. You know, he hadn't got to the point on my radar where I was studying his shit yet.
Corey sent me the information. Shout out my cousin Corey in Philly. But he sent it to me, which is crazy because he don't have IG or none of that shit. He just be tapped in. And I had never...
Shout out to cousin Corey. You my cousin too now.
Everybody cousin.
Yeah.
Not everybody cousin.
Yeah, just my cousin.
Only the family.
Yeah.
OTF. Shout out Dirt.
Yep. Yep.
Shout out King Von. R.I.P. King Von.
R.I.P. King Von. Once again, R.I.P. King Von. No disrespect.
But he sent it to me, and I was like, yo, what? We got to come up with a term for listening to a person's music after they die. Because I had never listened to King Von's music before that. And I took time. I was like, man.
I'm going to do it now. I haven't done it yet.
I don't know what. It felt shitty. Like, because now I missed out. It wasn't like Mac Miller where I listened to you in part and I respected you as an artist. Not saying I did. I fucked with a lot of his shit. I remember listening to a 21 Jump.
Oh, yeah. Mac Miller's another one. Yeah, we didn't even throw him in there.
Damn, Mac Miller. I forgot about that. But I listened to his shit. I'm like, yo, this shit is actually hard. And he's part of that era of rappers. Just like, yo, I got out of jail, came home, started rapping. I was like, I gotta do something. You know what I mean? And he was actually decent. Like, and he was put on by. I think he grew up in the same hood. He's out of that Lil Durk, Lil Reese.
Yeah, I saw a picture
Chief Keef,
of Lil Durk, and he was standing by it was like a little photo graphic and shit, and it was like Lil Durk standing beside all these niggas that passed. Now it was like him with Fredro, him with King Von, is him with.
And what niggas don't know is that shooting that happened at the Varsity. I ain't snitching because this shit public knowledge. They got this shit on camera too, ironically.
I saw that footage.
The shooting
that shit was crazy.
Where Dirk caught a charge down here. The other nigga that got charged with him was King Von. Like, and that's how I found out about him. I was like, oh, I remember this shit. And I was like, why is nobody paying attention to this shit? Maybe I was just out the loop, but it was like, this shit kind of crazy, nigga. Like a shootout right there on North Ave.
All right, so
niggas come to Atlanta and just do hot shit. It's like the Wild Wild West out here.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just like, we not used to that shit, man. Like, this is a southern state, man. Like,
we do what we do. It is beef, and there are shootings, but most of the time it's based on outside shit.
That shit like
and even that. Another thing I talked about, I was like, yo,
we ain't gonna see Atlanta nigga in a crazy shootout.
Over money and bitches, bro. Niggas
You're not gonna see Atlanta nigga in a crazy shootout because we move a certain way. Bro. We know how to police.
Niggas get caught slipping out here.
Yeah, because we know how to police move.
Yeah, niggas get away with murder all the time. All the time.
Like, it was a rapper that somebody put their money on their head. Shout out to Gucci Mane. Yeah. And shit, nigga.
Eastside.
Yeah, Eastside legend. Shout out Gucci Mane. But niggas put money on that nigga head openly. You know what I'm saying?
On record.
And he just chilled and he played the game how he's supposed to play it, and he's good now. You know what I'm saying? Like, Atlanta had certain rules. It really is the Underground Railroad. You got to know how to move. We speak a certain language. We talk different. We move
a certain kind of way.
So we ain't just, maybe in Chicago you can just. They are on some wild shit. We don't move like that. Like you said, niggas catch you slipping out here. And
that's the point. Like, that's why that era in the '90s where you had like East Lake Meadows and like Techwood, niggas would run out of towners out. Like, in New York niggas always got stories where
niggas will rob you down here.
Yeah, and set you up quick.
Openly.
Even Snow in the Bluff. Like,
yeah, niggas will rob you openly.
Niggas talking about setting up trap in another nigga's hood and running them the fuck out of here. That's everyday shit. That's everyday shit. And it's not just something that happens in the movies. Down here, I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg. The idea that like niggas will do hot shit, but it fucks up business, like the mafia mentality, like you move a certain kind of way, or it came up organically, like niggas had to figure that shit out. Like, all right, man, if we gonna do what we gotta do, we gotta have some sort of like method to the madness. Almost like the Wire shit.
Shout out to Neil Brennan. He always says, like, he used to say that shit. He don't say it no more, but he used to always say like everything is slavery, and it's only racist because the white man said it. But it is kind of true, I think. Because we live in the South, man. The South, Southerners move a certain way. Southern black people move a certain way. We move different than Northern blacks.
Yeah. Like, Southern hospitality isn't necessarily like
niggas smile in your face and set you up in a fucking second.
It's a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Like, you play slow just so you can come up.
Yeah, exactly. Nigga, South got something to say. And we'll be back.
On that note.
Yeah. We'll be right back, bitches.
Hey, nah, I can't read.
So I gotta go first, and what I've been listening to because my phone got 1%, so I'm gonna get this out quick.
Beep, beep, beep.
Shout out to my nigga Nipsey Hussle. We just went through this shit. Well, I was playing it for a second. Mailbox Money. Shout out to my nigga Nipsey Hussle, R.I.P. and Victory Lap. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. With Victory Lap, Dedication is one of my joints. Blue Laces 2, Hustle and Motivate. Status Symbol featuring Buddy. Grinding All My Life is one of my joints. Real Big is dope. Double Up with Belly and Dom Kennedy. And Right Hand of God is crazy. Actually Loaded Bases too is nuts. With CeeLo. Shout out to CeeLo. Man, the hook god of the 21st century. Shout out to CeeLo. Dope Never Dies, Volume 2. Shout out to my nigga Keelan, man. Once again. I think I said shouted you out on another episode, but I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to my nigga Keelan. Dope Never Dies.
It's 3 in a row. I shouted you out on the episode before that. He dropped a clip of us talking about it on his Twitter.
Okay, shit. Yeah. Shout out to Keelan, man. Shout out to my nigga Keelan, man. Pull Up / Eastside is fire. Market Street is my shit, bro. Market Street is my shit. Market Street is my shit. I'm gonna say it 3 times or 2 times.
It was Market Street. How you feel about it?
It's my shit. Shout out to Philadelphia Freeway. It's a classic. I've probably been saying it 1,000 times.
Have you seen that clip on Twitter? That shit.
Yeah, I loved it, bro. That shit almost brought a tear to my eye. Niggas in Philly
it gave me hope,
at a
man.
Sixers game and everybody just fucking screaming this nigga Philly verse word for word. I mean Freeway verse word for word. I'm sorry.
She threw the hoodie on at the exact moment.
Yeah, it was chicks, it was dudes. It was crazy. It was really good.
You gotta.
And I gotta go to the Freeway joint. For me, the intro is crazy. What We Do is crazy. All My Life is crazy, featuring Nate Dogg. Flip Side is crazy, featuring Petey Crack. Don't Cross the Line, featuring Faith Evans is crazy. Life.
Rock the Mic.
No. This on State Property Volume
I know,
1.
yeah, but just in general.
Yeah. Life, featuring Beanie Siegel is crazy. Full Effect, featuring the Young Guns is crazy. Turn Out Your Lights, featuring Kanye West is crazy.
You got loose on Freeway, bro.
It's just a lot of. I just want niggas to understand. I feel like that's a classic album. I don't know
Freeway,
if I said that.
I made the comparison between Freeway and Westside Gun, and I still stand by that.
Freeway probably got a better album. Philadelphia Freeway to me is probably a perfect Rockefeller offshoot album.
I mean, from the sense that
the best offshoot Rockefeller album.
He's an acquired taste based on sound.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. All right, I'm with you with that.
Yeah, I think that I told my uncle that shit when we were talking about Westside.
Oh, he don't like Westside?
No, he fuck with all of them. Man, we upstate niggas, man. They fuck with all that shit. It's a win for upstate. Yeah, I'm telling him he's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you fuck with a certain era of rap, nigga, you get it. That shit hard. That shit super hard. And just because because I know the other shit, I listen to Rolex. I'm listening to what is it? Geno? It's another joint that he had. Rolex. Damn, the shit with I'll remember it later. I'll post it. But anyway, yeah, he got a lot of other shit where I'm like, yo, this nigga got this style from giving y'all the dope shit and realizing it don't resonate. It's almost like the Earl sweatshirt effect. Yeah. I can be ridiculous. It's the Future effect. I can really rap with y'all niggas, or I can get ridiculous and give you bars and drop jewels and some shit that's going to be sensationalized, and y'all just download it.
I really like Westside, and he's not like the best rapping.
My favorite.
He's not. Yeah, he's definitely my. I ain't gonna say probably. He's definitely my favorite. Like by a long shot, actually. When it comes down to whose albums I really want to hear, like I love Westside just because.
He started off.
He's not the best rapper. He's not like a super duper rapper or none of that shit. But he just got the flavors, bro.
Yeah, you never gonna front on him.
Yeah. And he can really get into the bar shit with you if you want to do it. But anyway, let me get back into it. Alfredo, shout out to Freddie Gibbs. We've been shouting it out
album.
For probably about 6 months straight. So shout out to Freddie Gibbs. Yeah. Shout out to Man on the Moon. Shout out to Kid Cudi. Man on the Moon Volume 2. Legend of the Rager. Shout out to my nigga King Cudi. 10-year anniversary just passed.
Rager.
Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Kid Cudi. Pray for Paris. Shout out to Westside again. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, man. A really dope album. Yeah. I also want to get into this too. Shout out to Moshe Kasher. Hound Tall with Moshe Kasher is a really dope podcast. They do like basically they'll bring in an expert and they just like bring in a topic. So I listened to the
Moshe Kasher from Champs.
Moshe Kasher was co-host with the On the Champs with Neil Brennan. It's a really dope podcast. I talked about the Champs a billion times on this fucking pod.
One of the first podcasts I ever fuck with. The Corinne Steffens episode is really, really dope, but it's awkward as fuck. One of my favorite podcasts to go back and listen to randomly. And then all the Taxstone shit. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but Hound Talk with Moshe Kasher. Time and Decisions is very dope. They had an episode. I really like this episode about hawking. It's about like dudes that are like, like you basically they hunt with hawks and shit. Yeah. It's really dope. Just like, cause it's like they keep it very loose. Basically, it's an expert and they surround the expert with 3 comedians.
So they ask like, random funny questions. That's hilarious.
So like he goes through the real discussions, but he also keeps it loose. So
keep it punny.
Yeah. So it's a really dope podcast. I can't even lie. Like I really like just kind of like dove super deep on it. Like I was listening to episodes like in my sleep basically. So shout out to Moshe Kasher. Hound Tall with Moshe Kasher is very dope. Rather You Than Me, Rick Ross. Very dope album. If I get a chance, I can go through all the songs. But I'm gonna end it with Sade. I did the Ultimate Collection. So I wanted really, this was only gonna be, I said I really had 1,000 wash moments, but another wash moment was gonna be, she has a song called Love Is Stronger Than Pride. And I was like, bitch, I bet you. Let me show you my pride.
We'll find out.
Nigga, I'm the pride god. And I'm not even
bitch,
gay.
You thought.
Yeah. Bitch, what? Love is not
I'm a smooth
stronger than
operator.
pride. I've been in love, but my pride is so much better than any love I've ever felt. I gotta be prideful about everything. Fuck it. Yeah.
I'm more the school of Pat Benatar.
Yeah. Love is a battlefield. Oh, we on
Name
it.
of the pod.
Yeah. Love is a battlefield.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Wait, what have I been watching though? I want to talk about Time.
I didn't watch it yet. I saw a preview for it today and thought,
Time is a really crazy documentary. It's not really that crazy, but it just kind of puts the prison industrial complex in perspective. Because you see some, like, just a normal person that made a mistake. And it's like, do you really feel like a dude who made one mistake should pay for it for 30 fucking years, bruh? They robbed a bank. I don't want to really give away the story, but it's about, like, this couple from New Orleans. He finally comes home. His sons are 18, 19, and they got into Tulane. They're like actually on point. It's like a really beautiful story, man. But if anybody gets the time, it's on Amazon Prime. It's called Time. Everybody has time. Watch Time. But like I said, I've been watching a lot of Drink Champs. Please watch the fucking Jay Prince episode of Drink Champs, man. That shit, man. Jay Prince is and I remember we joked about like don't kill me and all that shit, but nah, real shit. Jay Prince is
don't kill me.
Nah. All jokes aside, nah. Jay Prince, he the god. Like he the god. Like I don't want to give away too much because I don't even want to say it, but just watch the episode. Like it's extremely dope. Like when he talks about his OG, when you find out who Jay Prince OGs is, like you gotta sit back. You gotta shut the fuck up for the rest of life. Like real shit. Like don't ever.
All right, now I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Never speak again. Like never speak again. Like all right. That's why it's like when it comes to respect to Jay Prince, like whatever you want to say, like whether he did some shit or he didn't do some shit, like based on like the way he moved and lived life, that deserves the ultimate respect. Fuck the president. That guy is my president.
Jay Prince for president.
Jay Prince for president.
Jay Prince 2024. You heard it here first.
But yeah, I'm gonna end it on that note. Like Jay Prince for president. My motherfucking nigga. And I'm not saying it on no scared shit. Like the nigga said the realest shit ever. Like so much real jewels the nigga dropped in that episode. I swear to God.
This last shot, man.
Yeah. Oh shit, let's split it. Oh no, I got one.
Yeah, come on, relax, B. You've been drinking long enough now.
Stop being greedy.
No look passes. I poured the slowest shot before because I'm drunk and I spilled again. There's a whole shot on this table. There you go.
Yeah.
What I've been listening to. I've still been stuck on Salt. I listened to the whole Salt 7 album. Let's see. I think Living in America is in
Living in America.
Did I send you? I sent you the other one, right?
That shit's so hard. That shit's so hard.
Living in America.
That shit's so hard, bro.
So track number 4, Living in America. Threats is crazy. Red lights. Waterfalls. Salt 5. I'm still breaking into it. I like Up All Night, which is the intro. Foot on Next is really, really dope. Wild 100 Part 5 and Wild 100's Part 55. And of course, Miracles, which is on the Black Is what's it called? Black Is. This is called Black Is. Miracles on Black Is, and Rise is really dope too. I don't have really any standout tracks. It feels like a vibe. There's a lot of, I don't know what you call them, Brazilian drums, like that shit you hear in Carnival, all that type of shit. It's got a lot of that vibe. And ironically, I fuck with it because they're anonymous. They don't do any interviews. There's no pictures of these niggas. It's just a collective of musicians who wants to put out music with a message. And they've always kind of been like that. The further I go back, the more I like their shit. Common, B album. I've been stuck on that.
Shout out to my nigga Common.
I've been stuck on that for about a week.
By my nigga, I mean a nigga I'd never met.
B, intro, The Corner.
Great album. Beautiful album.
I put together
a beautiful fucking album.
I put together a playlist recently. Hurt Me Soul. I'll go through it after I go through the random shit I've been listening to. But Common is on there. I want to say at least once. I almost put it twice because The Food has really felt like a relevant song in my life right now.
Walked in the crib.
Got 2 kids and my baby mama leg. So
I
I had to did what I had to did because I had to get. Shout out Dave Chappelle again.
All night, getting my money right.
They Say, Kanye West, It's Your World.
Beautiful song.
I've cried to this album. I
It's
can't
Your
even
World
front.
is a beautiful song too.
There's a lot of songs on this album that just feel
beautiful ass songs, man.
Really beautiful ass songs. The only song I don't fuck with is Still Hard, and it's Testify. Like, it's the weakest song on the album. It's a hard song.
And that was like the song that I really loved when I first heard it.
It was like, yo, shit. And then you heard the album.
It's like the rest is just so much better.
I've been listening to a lot of Thundercat. I can't stop listening to Fair Chance with Ty Dolla $igns and Lil B. Terrible Lil B verse. It fucks up the whole song for me. But shout out to Lil B.
Before we get a curse.
I don't want the Lil B curse at all, man. I really fuck with you as a person.
We love you, Lil B.
Yeah, love you, Lil B. And you fuck my bitch.
You fuck all my bitches.
Yeah, please fuck my bitch.
Yeah,
bro.
actually, please.
We'll be on,
bro.
please. Yeah.
I'd be honored.
Yeah, but Fair Chance with Ty Dolla $igns and Lil B. Dragon Ball Durag, of course. Funny Thing.
Great name.
Yeah, great name. And I went back to Drunk. How I Got Over by The Roots. I'll go through my my playlist shit just so Draft can go take a piss.
Please.
Wash Gods. Hurt Me Soul is Miracle Soul.
And you hurt me so.
I Am Your Mind by Roy Ayers. I Am Your Mind Part 2 by Roy Ayers. If I haven't sent y'all that, I gotta send it to you. Crazy song.
Just post the playlist, man. Fuck that shit.
I posted it already. I'll post it again on Wash Gods.
Yeah.
Fair Chance, Ty Dolla $igns.
I'll repost it.
Home is Where the Hatred Is, Gil Scott Heron.
Good show.
4-5, Karunga Bin off the Hasta El Cielo album. That's like the trippier one.
Great album to do shrooms too.
Afflictum, Wizard, The
show.
Corner,
Good show.
Common, Hurt Me Soul, Lupe Fiasco, Untitled number 4, Kendrick Lamar, which is pretty much just the intro, but I love that intro. Head is the answer. They said the government don't say the truth. How I Got Over, The Roots, and Grip, Civil Rights. Shout out to motherfucking Civil Rights. What I've been watching lately, I'll give a short list on that shit because I'll sum it up. The Lodge, be afraid of privileged white kids, bro. Don't ever trust them little niggas. Like, don't ever put them in positions of power. Don't let them give you speeches about the environment or global warming. Don't let them shave their head on camera. Don't let them do none of that shit. Don't let them do none of it because they're going to fuck some shit up because it's about attention. It's not about the purpose. It's about attention. But this movie just taught me, like, yo, your number one fear should be like teenage white children that come from privileged families.
Shout out to the Menendez brothers.
Hey man, you better shout them motherfuckers out. What?
White Hispanic.
White Hispanic. Yeah. Shout out OJ Simpson. I watched Tron Legacy. Really dope movie. Taji tweeted it and I was like, oh shit, right on time. I watched Whiplash. Whiplash is one of my favorite movies. If you ever a musician and you want to watch some shit about being really about your craft, like that woodshed shit. I was in jazz band in high school, so I understand that mentality. It was really kind of something to see them sum it up so accurately.
That last scene.
Nigga, what?
Well, don't kill it because I haven't seen the last scene.
Borat 2, man.
I want to talk about Borat. We'll do another episode.
I watched The Departed, one of my favorite movies of all time. One of the best movies of all time. If I had to show movies like to people in order to get them to understand my perspective on life based off certain scenes, I would show them the shit in the beginning, like where he's giving that monologue about like the black chappies, like they had their run, but they just couldn't unify. It was just like he gave so much game in the first 5 minutes of the movie. But Departed is one of my favorite films. And it felt like it summed up nicely. Like I feel like everybody who fucked everybody over got they just due.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Great movie.
Probably one of my favorite movies.
And then I watched Harlem Nights in 48 hours. Shout out the Electric Company, Rochester, New York, upstate. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Let's get the fuck out of here so I can take a piss. Come on.
And then Washed Never Washed Up.
Yeah, we are washed, never washed up. I gotta take a piss, man. I gave y'all an hour and 16 minutes of this shit.
We've been doing numbers lately.
Yeah. You're welcome. We'll see y'all next week. Shout out to No Limit Exposure. Shout out to my nigga Sean.
Yeah, shout
Luke
out you,
Picard,
Jeff.
man. I appreciate y'all, man. We
Shout out City in the Woods, man.
Yeah, shout out to City in the Woods. Shout out to my nigga Decatur Trav. Shout out to Decatur Zone. Shout out to Chopper Valley.
Shout out to my nigga Rico, man.
Shout out to my nigga Frico.
He just did a crazy collab
with
Mishka.
Mishka. Yeah.
Oh, that's just dope.
Shout out to Frico with the collab with Mishka.
I'm broke, man. I'm just gonna have to shop with you later.
We've been fucking with you. You already see it. So shout out to my nigga Frico.
Rita and Raiders,
Chop,
nigga.
shout out to my nigga Brian, free agency once again.
Ooh, you already know. Shout out Versus ATL.
Yeah,
Leo.
shout out to Versus. Shout out to my nigga Leo. Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Chili Yo.
Shout out Justin Paul at Wish, man.
Yeah. Shout out to my nigga. That's it.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
get
outta
out
here,
of
man.
Wash, never wash.
Y'all stay black.
Ooh, I burped in the middle of it.
God bless you.
I'm gonna keep that. Wash never, wash never washed up. Wash never washed up.
Wash never washed up.
All right, we out, bitches.